Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Adventure Map. I think this is episode 5. We've been working really hard over the last few episodes, getting this bandit camp looking pretty sick. I think we've got that now, and we've got our first sort of mini test quest set up. Now, I've turned the shaders off. Oh, I've got an itchy ankle. Oh, you know when an itch just like instantly appears and you're like, I can't do nothing, I have to itch it. Oh, it's going away. Okay, there we go. I've turned the shaders off this episode. You don't usually build in shaders, you usually play in shaders after it's all completed, but we'll have a look every now and again in the shaders in the shaders pack and see how it's looking. But even without the shaders, this looks pretty sick. It just doesn't have that atmosphere. The lighting doesn't have the same atmosphere without the shaders. It does look different, but I still do like it. It looks very more Minecrafty now as well. There is one, I'm going to call it a glitch at the moment, one bug that we have with this bandit camp at the moment. I was over there a little bit, and then suddenly bandit camp appeared on my screen, and it was because a villager walked through with a pressure plate. Something we'll have to look into later on. Maybe I can set it so it only goes off if it's the player that sets it off. I don't know. We'll have a look. But basically, what I want to do is I want to have a path that comes over here or around the back or somewhere. It comes around here. We'll get rid of that pond or go around that pond or something. Come down here. Have a bridge that goes over from here to there. A little tunnel that goes through this part of the mountain, comes out here. Look at the size of that tree. That is huge. Comes out here. I might build this up a little bit and then have a nice little bridge across to here. And then this little island here, see this sort of, I don't know what shape you'd really call it, sort of a funky shaped island. We're going to flatten it out and we're going to have a small medieval village. Not a castle or anything like that yet. We'll be doing that further down the line. It's just going to be a small village. I think it's going to be located really well, so it's pretty close to the bandit camp. We can see the bandit camp there. It's sort of smart for bandits to set up their camp relatively near a village, so they have somewhere to raid and plunder as often as possible. So what we need to do first, I've got some blocks on me that I think I want to build the house out of, but what we need to do is try and make this a little bit more grassy. At the moment it looks a little bit, how should we say, multicoloured. Let's just say that now. I don't think I can do this in multiple ways, so we're going to just hit this one, and we are going to replace stone with grass. That got rid of most of that. There'll be some stuff left that we'll be able to do afterwards with. And then we'll go from here to over this side. And this is gravel in this texture pack. I know it looks weird. It's just because it's just gravel. And we shall just bring out this out here somewhere. We don't need to go all the way. Somewhere to there. And then replace gravel with grass. Well, that's just saved us literally probably around an hour. We've now made a nice sort of grass. Let's get it done day again. I do have it somewhere here. There we go. I do have it somewhere here. Weather set, no, time set day. That saved us so much time. We've now got a sort of half greenish looking island instead of what it was before. Whoops. And we shall replace some of these, about a little bit of gravel there. I really like the gravel in this texture pack because you actually get multiple different block types. You get ones with, like that one that you saw that had like a little green plant in it. You get some that have more than one green plant. You get some with none. It's like all different. Looks really, really nice. Let's do here to here. We shall set air to grass to cover up that that pond there. And then what we probably want to do is now flatten out some of this area. I don't mind having a little bit of mounds, a little bit of terraforming, but really not too much. You don't want too much here. And then we shall go up to there and set grass with air, and then set dirt with air. We'll replace. There we go. Stone. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. So now we have we've dropped this down quite a fair bit. We've only got that sort of one little terraformed area. I'm going to terraform the rest of this up just a little bit, and then we'll be back to build a first house. Sounds good. Give me a couple of minutes. Okay, I haven't really done much. We can replace, gravel with grass, and that sort of makes us a nice sort of green, lush area to now build on. So let's start our first house. This is a house that we're going to be able to copy and paste a few times to build up a village really quickly. So I want the back to be probably not even that far back, about there, and the front to be around about here. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in the middle. We're going to do these small houses, sort of villager house scale almost. For the door, we're going to keep things nice and simple. Maybe even put a stair in there. Nice, simple, but good-looking medieval house. Nothing too complicated. We don't want nothing too complicated this early on. I think I want to do it a little bit... Do I want to do it a little bit bigger? No, I think we want to keep it nice and small. We can always do larger houses in the same area if we wanted to, but for the moment I want to keep it nice and small. So we're going to do a nice wooden frame. We can put a nice window down this section, like that, even a double window. Double window looks very nice. And then at the back here, I'm going to just put, I'm going to put down a log, like this. But we're going to have this also extend out by maybe just a couple of blocks, something like that. And probably end up being a little bit lower, and probably to there as well. Put in another log here. And then what we can do is fill this up with stone, or this is cobblestone, like this, like that, and like this. I can get another window in along this back wall here, a nice one block sized window in there. It's looking good. Okay, then we go above it. I think I'm going to put the stair there so we can do this and this, like that. Now world edit should technically work with this, or we should be able to speed it up a little bit, because this can take a long time doing the all of the stairs up either side. So what you can do is you can select the row, copy the row, jump up a block, paste the row, and then we can do the we can do this up to there. We can then rotate it by 180 degrees and now stand on this side, like up here, and paste it here, and then on this one, and then on, no, not that one, on this one, paste. And voila, we have a roof done extremely quickly. Time, set, day. I should just turn off the day-night cycle. I really should. But I ain't got time this episode. Ain't no one got time for that. Put those along there. Put those up the back here. Now, I can see something that I don't like. It's not really that important. But like this block here, I don't like how the wood ends. Instead, we're just going to replace that with those. And it looks like the wood then carries on up. The structure of the house sort of continues that way. So it's just a little tiny detail that I want to put in there. For this section, I think we can go with slabs along this one. Stairs along this one. And stairs along the level below. And this gives us like a little bit of a extra part on the building, extra part on the house, just a little, makes it a little bit more interesting. Oops, missed that one. And do the same on this side. Grab a torch. Torch can go on the left and the right. Yeah, the left and the right looks pretty good. Poke a hole out for a window there. For the glass, we're just going to go with normal glass panes. No stained glass, nothing like that. In a medieval village, that just wouldn't make sense. It's a really nice glass texture as well in this texture pack. So we put the glass in, like this. To do the floor, we shall replace, or set with planks. And here we can get a door. Grab myself a door. What one would look best? I think I like just the oak door here. It's got a little window in it. It sort of looks quite homely. Yeah, that looks homely, doesn't it? Okay, beautiful. And I think that will probably be about it for the building itself. We could... Ooh, roof. Should we do the inside as well? Well, obviously, but I'm thinking about, do we do the inside before we copy and paste the house entirely? Yeah, I reckon we can. Let's go from there to there. Now, we want to replace air. Replace air with planks, because if we do set, it's going to take out the logs as well that we had. So, place air with planks. And I'll just do there as well. Give ourselves a bit of a roof. We can get a staircase in here. Probably up the back would be the best spot. So we shall grab some stairs. Oak ones to match them with everywhere else. Run this down here. Oi, there we go. Then we can get upstairs. It's a little bit low, but I like having the room above our heads. That's the thing. We should grab a fence to go along here as a banister for the wall. I don't like being able to see these logs and stuff like that, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the dark oak planks that's the same out that the roof's made out of, and we're just going to put those along there. I might be able to put a stair there. Can I still get... Oops. Can I still get down the stairs with an upside down stair there? No, I can't. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Put that down there. That gives us some nice square walls now. Bed. My ankle's getting an itch again. Oh, I want the torch. Actually, bed can go right there. Torch above there and in there. 2 spaces. That just makes sense to have torches. You're not going to use them for anything else. We've got a fence on us. Let's get a pressure plate for a nice little bedside table. Oops, upstairs. That makes sense. I don't think we want anything more than that upstairs. You don't want to go crazy with these small little houses. But downstairs... Let's definitely... You know what? I'm actually going to fill up the stairs like that. I think that's a better look. I don't like that, though. Instead, we shall get some grass. Now, you can change the interiors. It'd probably be easier to, in fact, change the interiors after you've copied and pasted them. Because then you can just change slight bits of it and it'll look good. I think it's a good idea to just do the interiors straight off though, and then just change them up slightly later on. So for inside here, I'm going to put a torch right there, a torch right there, and that'll be enough lighting in the entire downstairs. For this area, let's grab some stairs for like little tiny chairs, maybe birch wood, seeing as though it probably is going to stand out a little. It doesn't stand out as much as I want to. I don't want white. Maybe we've got to go with the dark oak then. Just as a couple of chairs here. Nice and simple things. I have no idea how well these signs are going to... Oops. These signs are going to copy and paste. That'll be interesting to know. One there. Oh, trapdoors there. Okay, we'll ignore the sign thing then. I don't mind it like that. Let's grab some carpet. Just a nice little bit of grey carpet on the floor here. Just adds a little bit more. And I think that's good probably for a house. We can then modify it really easily. Add things, take things out, change up the interiors a little bit. Now what we want to do now is copy and paste the entire thing. So we want to grab this corner here, because this will include the block above it then. And it'll include the entire floor. And we want to go up to the very corner. So we want to go up to here. Now, I'm going to hit the second point there. If you guys don't know how to use World Edit, this isn't going to be a tutorial. But there is a tip here that if you then take these blocks away before you copy it, you won't copy those blocks that you did to pillar up to get to that point in the first place. Complicated, I know. If we copy here, I can now paste this exact house somewhere over here, and the front door is going to be exactly where I'm standing. Paste. Pa-pow. How about that? Now, did it copy absolutely everything? Copied all the torch as well? Copied everything perfectly. Wonderful. Okay, let's give it another test then. For the next test, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate it by 90 degrees. I don't know what way it's going to rotate. Is it going to rotate clockwise? It probably would rotate clockwise. So let's try it here. Paste. I was right. Now, did this copy quite well? The torches freaked out a little bit. To be honest, that's understandable. So we shall replace those back. But everything else, the bed and stuff, seemed to have done quite well. I think we're good there. Close the door. And already, we're getting a village look. Now, we can modify these houses to either have more or less buildings. Like, we can take away this extra part to make a house look different. We can put this extra part on the other side to make the house look different. We can do all that kind of stuff. We just really want to... Time set day. We just really want to get up a bit of meat. A number of houses that can then be modified. Get it looking a little bit more like a village. I'm going to rotate it -90 and put it back over this side. On here. Move over a little bit. Paste. Okay, I'm going to paste a few of these houses down, and I should be back again once we've got, like, a village coming on, okay? Okay, we're back. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses down. Nice, small farm village is what I'm thinking. We might even build, like, a windmill. Maybe a windmill right in the middle. That would be sick. I think that's a good idea. And on this house, I just added exactly the same as what we had on the right side, on the left side. So we've sort of made maybe a town hall one, or like maybe the main house of the place. I don't know. So we'll change up that interior. I also put a furnace inside each house. Furnaces is all in the same place. Just something that we should probably have. Every house should have somewhere to be able to cook, I feel. So let's grab from maybe there to here. I want nice wide paths down this whole place. And I think we want to do... replace grass with... What path do we want here? Cobble... Do we want cobblestone? Let's have a look, actually. Like, what would be a good sort of ground block? Bricks? Little bit too advanced, I think, for a little farm village. Maybe we should go with something like a podzol. And look at mycelium's actually green in this. That'll be confusing. I like the idea of like podzol and coarse dirt or something like that. How do you spell coarse? There we go. Coarse dirt. Can we do that if I do... Okay, it was annoying me, hence the abrupt stop, so I went and I looked up the IDs for coarse dirt and podzol. It's actually really simple. It's 3:1 and 3:2. So what we can do is we can do now replace grass. I'm not doing set because I want it to only do the grass and not the air that we might select later on if we were doing a an inclined area. So we could do 3:1:3:2 and grass, because I don't want it to be solid. I want it to have grass melded in as well. There we go. That's so cool. So we can now go from here to here. Do the same thing. Nice wide path that sort of curves down. Maybe sort of comes out this way. Just a smidge. Nothing too crazy. And the nice thing is that if you don't like a pattern, let's say we don't like that pattern, like there's too much grass there, well, we just do it again and it makes a new pattern, you see, and you can choose which ones you want, apart from we are just replacing that with that and that and that and that over and over again, so we're actually losing more and more grass. It doesn't quite work with the replace. It works with the set. Undo 5. There we go. There to there. The reason... Oops. No. Redo 5. I don't want to undo it twice. There. The reason why I'm doing smaller sections at the moment here is because I wanted to go a little bit more diagonally. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, I like that. I'm going to do another one here because that looks a little bit barren. That's better. We want this one coming up to this house. There we go. That's why I do the replace command, so it then goes up without being a solid line all the way. It's good practice to sort of keep that sort of thing in mind a lot of the time. There to there. There to there. Beautiful. And I'm going to do a little one there to there. just to get that little bit around the side there. Okay, that's looking pretty sick. I definitely want to have a windmill right in the middle and then have the dirt go around it. That would be totally sick. I want to have some trees, so we want some saplings, just oak ones, and some bone meal. I don't care if they're big or small, we're just going to grow them. I don't want them anywhere near the windmill though, but we're going to do a few of these around the spot. And I want farms as well. This being a farming village, obviously we're going to need some wheat farms and the such. Let's just do another one here. But we don't really have time this episode, I don't think, for all of that sort of stuff. So just around the perimeter here. And in any other spots. What I could do is actually just leave them and let them grow, seeing as though this is a server. Mind you, if no one's about, it won't grow, will it? Now, I think I'd prefer to grow them now. We get to see the instant transformation then. Come on, grow. Okay, you win. Go there. Grow. Why not? Why you not grow? Okay, you win again. There we go. I win. Now, I'll probably end up doing this quite a lot. Oops, quite a lot more as well. Let's go a giant furnace tree. Down the sides of this mountain or hill, not really a mountain, is it? Down the sides of the mountain as well, to give the island a look that it's actually sort of built up all the way around, and not just on the top level, like down here, front and stuff like that. It sort of just gives a little bit more depth. The trees end up at different heights then as well, because they're starting on different heights. It'll just really help the whole look of it. And just a few more before we end off the episode. There. There. And we also need to bone meal the ground as well, get a little bit of character there, but we'll probably do that after we do all the farms and stuff. That's sort of a finishing off move. But that is looking pretty sick. That's looking like a nice little farming village. We can have some little wheat farms and stuff like that dotted around the houses. Obviously, we need to dress up the outside of the houses, though. We haven't done that. We haven't had time to do that this episode. But we can do that with leaves up the side here. Oops. Something like that. Just do that kind of thing on the houses. It really builds it up, really helps. Wood piles, wood stock piles can go in another one. Like if I grab these. And we can put some little wood piles here. Like that. Things like that will really help out just the general look of the place. Give you a really nice feel. We need some chests. There's an awful lot that we need to do still to this village. But I am really liking it. I'm really liking it. If you guys enjoyed the episode, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.